Did you know that it takes 10,000 roses to produce just one 5 ml bottle of rose essential oil? Watch this video and learn how the queen of essential oils, rose, can help improve brain function, emotions, and so much more. For the best essential oil education, click the subscribe button and don't forget to hit that bell to be notified every single time I upload a brand new essential oil video each Tuesday. If you're like me and you're looking for ways to really improve your brain function, by the end of this video, you'll have a number of ways to effectively use rose essential oil. After my stroke in 2012, I used this oil to help support my body in the recovery process. The results were absolutely amazing, and I'm so thankful that I've had essential oils to really help aid me in that recovery process. So let's jump right in and talk about this queen of essential oils. There's a reason why we like to call Rose the queen, because she has so many amazing, powerful benefits. One of those powerful benefits is that she's really good at supporting a healthy immune system, especially when we're hit with some really scary bugs that are floating around. Now, there's one in particular, a superbug, that's often caught in hospitals that tends to be resistant to a lot of medications on the market. Well, I have a friend, her name is Emily Wright, and her daughter went over to her grandma's house for a big family event where they rented one of those blow-up slides that the kids could keep going up and down all day. Well, a few days after that event, her daughter showed her just a few spots on her skin that looked like bug bites. They thought nothing of it, but by the end of the day, those spots had grown to be quarter size. Not only were they quarter size, but this particular strand actually had shown up in her legs and other areas of her body. Now, they had personally dealt with this before with a son who had had hand surgery in the hospital and had come home with this particular type of an infection. She took her to the doctor, to the dermatologist, just to make sure that her assessment was right, and the results came back and confirmed exactly what she thought. Being an essential oil user and knowing some of the studies that have been done, she was reminded by Dr. Hill about the power of rose essential oil. This particular skin condition had actually been studied with rose essential oil, and rose had been found to be the most effective for this particular condition. She went to her daughter and said, "You have a choice. You can either take the bleach baths and all the medications the doctor gave you, or you can choose to try the natural approach." And her daughter decided to try the natural approach. Now, they had been consulting a physician the entire time, and so I don't want you to think as you are watching this video that I am saying don't go to the doctor and don't do what the doctor says. Absolutely not. I'm just sharing a story about somebody who made an educated decision. So they started a protocol that they felt confident was going to work. They were using On Guard soft gels, rose essential oil, melaleuca, and cilantro and arbor vitae. Now, these 5 oils help support the immune system in a fantastic way. Sure enough, by the next day, things were improving. Now, it didn't stop there though, because a day or two later, after her daughter had discovered the skin issues on her skin, her cousins, who were also playing on the same blow-up slide, came down with the same exact issue. So their moms talked, and they decided to take the natural approach as well, instead of doing the bleach baths and all those different things. And within 10 days, their skin was all cleared up as well. Now, fast forward a few months to Emily's friend Russell, whose nephew was struggling with the same thing. He had obviously caught this same superbug, not from the slide because he wasn't there, but from some other situation. And this was actually showing up right underneath his eye, which was really dangerous because the more it spread, the more they were at risk of it infecting his eye and him losing his eyesight. So after trying many things, they ended up being desperate, and Russell gave them the combination that Emily had used on the previous 3 kids. Now, this one, they actually took pictures of the process. And so you can see here that you've got day 1 did not look good. By day 10, of using this exact protocol, his skin was totally cleared up and it was beautiful. Not to mention, it was a very safe, natural remedy for these kids at this age. I love stories like this, and I love this story because it teaches us that essential oils not only work, but that it's important to use pure essential oils. We've had essential oils in the stores for for decades now. But we have not seen the same results that we are seeing currently now with doTERRA products because of the purity. doTERRA is so committed to the purity and potency of these oils that you will not find a better essential oil anywhere on the planet. These oils only do what we talk about if they are pure and potent. And that's so important to remember as you are learning and growing in this natural journey. Now, one thing that you might not know about rose essential oil is that it holds the highest vibration of any oils on the planet. So when we put that onto our bodies, it actually lifts our vibration and helps support the body in functioning at a higher capacity. Now, emotionally, rose is a powerful healer of the heart. It really helps open people's hearts so that they are willing to receive love and give love, which is another way that's great to use rose essential oil. Open that up and you can roll it over your heart, and that will help with feelings of anger or resentment and just letting those go and really feeling that love flow in. When I was going through my stroke recovery, I would take rose essential oil and I would roll it. I'd have it in a roll-on bottle, roll it across my neck. I would actually feel right behind my ears where there's a ear bone there, and then it kind of gets soft. I would roll it from one point to the next every single day to really give my brain that higher vibration, that ability to function and support itself in healing the things that had gone wrong during my stroke. Every time I would use it, I could truly feel that lift of vibration. And part of that is because rose really helps to normalize brain function. Now, studies have also shown that if you put just a few drops of rose on a cotton ball and set that next to you before bed, about 20 minutes before bed, it helps people to have a more restful night's sleep and less nightmares. Now let's shift gears and talk women's health a little bit. As we experience that time of the month, often it can be uncomfortable. There are also issues that arise that are associated with our menstrual cycles. For me personally, I have struggled with PCOS since I was in my early 20s. It's polycystic ovarian syndrome, and it simply means that my ovaries grow these huge cysts on them in between my cycles. Now, one of the best ways that the doctors recommended to get rid of these are to go on birth control. But because I have a blood clotting disorder that puts me at 85% increased chance of having a blood clot as opposed to the normal human being, birth control has just not been something that I can take or that is recommended. So I've really had to research and find other ways to relieve the pain and inconvenience that comes along with having PCOS. So over the years, I've tried a number of things, but by far my favorite combination is taking rose roll-on and rolling that across my abdomen on a daily basis every morning after I get out of the shower. And I also like to add in frankincense roll-on. I prefer those two methods because it's just a quick swipe across. I usually will do 2 or 3 swipes. And I have found that as I've done this, this really helps support my body in having healthy menstrual cycles. Now, roses grown all over the world, and they tend to be a very prevalent flower, especially here in the United States. The issue is that so many of them have been genetically modified that it's hard to get a pure oil that has the right constituents and the right vibration. The best roses on the planet are in Bulgaria. Now, the Bulgarian farmers really had a bad taste in their mouth from previous oil companies that would promise to pay and never did, that were going through third-party vendors who were also undercutting them in their pay. And so when doTERRA entered the scene, rose was an essential oil that was really hard to get a hold of in a pure, unadulterated form. But like doTERRA always does, they're not trying to monopolize the business. They're actually trying to help these developing communities find success. They paved the way, helping them learn how to build a sustainable business with a high quality of essential oil. And so they opened up a place called Esoterry where these flower vendors could go and utilize the stills there to distill their essential oils that they're growing. So now in Bulgaria, the rose farming industry has absolutely exploded. And doTERRA has actually offered incentives to these growers for quality essential oil. Now, if you research and do your research on rose essential oil, you'll find that really the quality of the oil has never been discussed with the farmers before. Every single oil you buy from doTERRA is absolutely wrapped in love, and I love hearing the backstory of the people who are growing these oils and who are changing their communities. I want to know what your favorite ways are to use rose essential oil, so put them in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me today. As always, I have a free download for you. This download includes all of the brand new products doTERRA just launched in September 2019 at their annual convention. This download includes ways to use the new products and what they can be used for. It's definitely a great reference guide that you're not going to want to miss, so don't forget to click on that below. Now you know exactly what to do with rose essential oil. If you're looking for more essential oil education, click the link below to join my secret group of oil users where I educate you on a pretty consistent basis on different oils and how to use them. That's in the link below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and share this video with anybody that you feel would benefit from it. Now, often when I reference my stroke, I get a lot of questions about my stroke story, and you can just visit my YouTube channel to watch. I have a 6-part series that tells you before, during, and after all about my stroke story and the different things that I did during recovery. Have a wonderful day, and remember, you are amazing.